I've been cleaning all these dirty toys for you. This is what happened at second Chance Toys this week.
We got a pretty large collection in here. There's about 10 to 15 Lego Disney sets. One of the coolest things is probably the 75 Adventure Team Mike Power Atomic Man. Return of the Jedi carded Han Solo, Return of the Jedi carded Princess Leia Organa.
Rolling Thunder, 1988, I think.
What's going on, guys? Just got some Lego stuff in, doing some rearranging, trying to get all the large sets out before I put out the smaller ones. We got a pretty large collection in here. There's about 10 to 15 Lego Disney sets that came in, one being this $300 Disney Castle. Pretty cool, sells for $400 retail. But this one's pre-built, don't have to deal with the mess. It does not come with the box, but it is cool. So some other stuff that we've been working on recently is Big Jim and 12-inch vintage 60s and 70s G.I. Joe. In this Big Jim case, one of my favorites would be the Big Jim Jungle Truck. It comes with a rhino and a very Jurassic Park-esque looking vehicle. Kinda neat, maybe the colors threw some inspiration. Over here is our 12-inch G.I. Joes. I personally don't know a whole lot about this stuff. It's not necessarily my era of toys. That would start around 1977 when Star Wars came out. So pretty much 77 and forward would be my particular years or decades era of toys. But this is a really cool case. It is cool to see history displayed like this. It's something that I know that my dad very much appreciates. So this is very cool. We have some really neat pieces in here. One of the coolest things is probably the 75 Adventure Team Mike Power Atomic Man Secret Mountain Outpost, complete with a box, papers, all of its pieces. He's in great shape. This is a very neat set. It was kind of Hasbro's answer to Bionic Man, Steve Austin. Outside of that, we have been working on quite a few other things. I guess the closest thing to that in the store would be Star Wars. So we got a couple different little vintage areas here in the store this week that we've been working on. The first would be this mock Star Wars collection that we got in. Now this is mixed in with a couple other collections that we received recently, but these are three pretty cool pieces. We have a Return of the Jedi carded Han Solo, Return of the Jedi carded Princess Leia Organa. Those would be first 12 figures. However, obviously they're not released on first 12 card backs because this would be 1983. And we have a Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker in his Bespin fatigues that has brown hair. All three of those are unpunched, which is very cool. Don't see that super often. They came case fresh and now they're on our shelves. Hopefully they find a home with one of you guys. Now over here, I know we've had a lot of people come in and they were really disappointed that we got rid of our beater Star Wars section. Now for those of you who don't know, we typically have a wall or a section in the store full of beater vintage Star Wars figures. Just figures that don't necessarily look good enough for us to waste a weapon on. So we throw them in a bag and label them $10, and we actually sell these pretty well. They find homes, and a lot of customizers come in and purvey this section of the store to take home a lot of really cool stuff. We got a few other things that we've done across from the Star Wars is our WWE Elite and AEW Unmatched / Unrivaled figures. Now, this is one of the fastest selling areas of the store. We were fortunate enough to be able to go through the back last week and get out about 75, 80 different figures. Out of these two cases, this one was completely empty. So we had to fill this up for all of you guys to come in, hopefully find something new to take home, because clearly what was left over after a couple months was the stuff that our regular customers kind of didn't have a liking for. But they'll all find a way to find a home eventually. Another collection that we got in recently would be Marvel Legends. Now, this wall right here used to have our deluxes, our 2-packs, 3-packs, 4-packs, whatever, all the large sets, all the big stuff. But we got so many single discarded Legends in that I had to make room on this wall to completely fill it out with those items. Now, all of those deluxes and the 2-packs and whatnot, those are now up on top of here, which a lot of you probably realize used to be where the MCC was, the Mobile Command Center for G.I. Joe, or the Terrordrome, which has found a home, fortunately. That was very cool, but it was large and it left a big gap, which came at a perfect time. So a lot of those sets are right up here for you guys to take home, and they are fantastic. Outside of that, I guess the last thing that we did recently would probably be this Simpsons World of Springfield area. Now, Simpsons is something that a lot of people don't necessarily come in here and look for. I'd say probably about 10 out of every 100 people. However, those that do love Simpsons come in and they look religiously for these items. So when we were out back going through a storage unit, we found a box that had a whole bunch of loose play sets and figures. Went through, put everything together that we could, tested everything. If it has a W on it, that means it works for sure. And we hope that these guys find a great, wonderful new home.
Hey guys, K8 Second Chance. This is what I've been working on this week. Managed to get 2 of these complete, well, almost complete. Rolling Thunder, 1988, I think. Super, super cool vehicle. It's huge. It's a big, massive transport that has these 2 ballistic missiles inside of it. This one is going to be sold. We've already sold this one. Somebody's coming in to buy this one and a box. But I have another one that's almost complete. We just have to get one more antenna and it'll be on the floor when we get that.
Hey guys, Liam with Second Chance Toys here, and I want to do a quick little recap on some of the things that we worked on over this past week. We did do a short on the JP stuff. I took the liberty and I rearranged the entire case. It is probably the fullest our Jurassic Park section has ever been. A lot of really cool, unique pieces in here as well that I personally have not seen. We've got a sealed backpack. We've got a clock down there. Just different various pencil bags, and of course, a huge variety of different dinosaurs. Something else over here that I wanted to grab and pick up and show you guys. This is a sealed The Lost World cereal. Something super cool. We don't normally typically get old food items like this, especially sealed brand new in the box. So that is something really neat and cool that I find to be super, super cool. And then something else over here that me and Chance took the liberty to do was we rearranged some of our sci-fi kind of stuff. We've got our alien stuff up top now with our Predator, RoboCop, Terminator, Tron, Men in Black stuff. And then we also rearranged this sci-fi case that's got all of our Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, all of that sort of stuff to try to make it a little more full and a little bit more accessible and easier to see everything that we had out. The risers have been a huge help to us as far as displaying figures and making it easier so we don't knock everything over as we're trying to get stuff for you guys. So yeah, guys, please come in the store. Please check out the new different setup and variety of stuff that we have. We're putting stuff out pretty much like every day. So there's always going to be cool stuff coming out for you guys to come and take a look at.
If you like what you saw, guys, please support us. Please comment, like, subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. We've been told many times that it's almost like a museum where you can buy things. That's one of the most wonderful compliments that we've received. Please come out, relive a childhood, or create a new one here at Second Chance Toys.